So go ahead and find your child's pose. Knees out wide, big toes in close. Sit back into your hips and reach your arms forward and let your forehead reach toward the floor. And if you're a little tight, you might start with your hips up a little higher and work your way back. And we'll just take a nice long breath and exhale it out and spread your fingertips wide at the front. And then on your next breath, we're going to shift forward. You'll slide your hands back, move your knees in, tuck your toes, and then this time you sit back into your heels and work your chest and forehead down again. And you should feel the arches of your feet get some nice stretch. And we'll take another breath there. And then this time as you shift forward and come back to table, you'll tap out the tops of your feet. Just feel it's nice. And then we'll take our right arm and reach it out to the front. Shift back into your hips and slide your left shoulder underneath. So that left palm is open, and then we'll take that right hand and reach it over to the left side of your mat. And reach your hips back. Just feel that nice shoulder stretch and that right side body. And then we'll slide that right hand back in. Move that left hand all the way up to the sky. Stretch it up as high as you can. Try to lengthen from shoulder to shoulder. And then we'll take that left hand and bring it down to the mat. We'll take that right hand, open palm, slide it underneath. Let that right shoulder rest toward the floor. And then the left arm will crawl over to the right side of the mat. We'll reach the hips back and really feel that lengthening of that left side as we release it into our right side. And we'll take one more breath there. Then we'll slide that left hand back in underneath the shoulder. Take that right arm and reach it up to the sky. Try to find those stacked shoulders, reaching the fingertips tall. And then we'll bring that right hand back down. We have those nice wide fingertips. We're turning those biceps forward. We'll tuck our toes. Now you're going to be looking back at your knees as you lift them up. You'll reach your rib cage through. And feel your chest reaching toward your thighs as you lift your tailbone up. Then let your heels reach toward the floor to get that lengthening through the back of the legs. Really pressing off those fingertips. Then we'll soften the right knee, let that left heel get deeper. Then we'll switch those heels back and forth a few times, walking up that dog. And then we'll let both heels reach down. You'll look forward at your hands and step your right foot toward the front. So move those hands out of the way so you can step that right foot and lower the left knee down to the floor. Now take your right hand to the outside of your right thigh, right ankle, and reach your left hip forward. Then tuck your left toes, lift the left knee, push off your right foot, and just try to reach your hips back. Starting to feel some length through that right leg. Then we'll rebend that right knee, tap the knee to the floor. This time we'll bring our hands to that right thigh as we reach that left hip forward. Then we'll drop the toes of that left foot and press the top of the foot deep down into your mat. And then one more time, we'll bring those fingertips down. We'll tuck that left toe, lift the knee. You'll push off your right foot and get as much length out of that right leg as you can. Lowering your chest toward your thigh, your nose toward your knee. And then we'll bend that right knee again. We'll bring our left knee to the floor. This time we'll sweep our arms up to the sky. Looking up toward the sky, we're opening the chest. We're going to let our elbows drop out to the side. The back of the hands feel like they're drawing back, opening wide across the chest. Then we'll take those fingertips up, bring your hands to your heart. Now, press a little off that right foot to make that right hip and knee nice and strong. Bring your left elbow to that right thigh. Press your right hand into your left and try to just get a nice rotation through the spine. Breathe, inhale. Exhale, we'll bring our fingertips back to the center. We'll bring them down to the left side. As you shift your hips back, that right leg will kick around. You'll plant your palms. Turn those biceps forward. Looking back at your knees again, you'll lift them up. Reach your rib cage through. Try to get your head and chest closer to your legs than your arms are. Then lift your tailbone up and let your heels reach toward the floor. Then we'll do that pedaling of the heels up and down again. Then we'll let both heels reach down. We'll look forward. This time the left foot will step to the front. You'll move your left hand to the outside of your left foot. Lower your right knee to the floor. Drop the toes and just start pressing through the top of the foot so you start getting some length through the front of that right hip. And then we'll tuck those right toes under, lift the right knee, push off your left foot, start lengthening that left leg. Just feel it start to open up. Then we'll bend that left knee, bring the right knee back down, drop the toes back under, and move your hands to your thigh. The right hip is reaching forward, the top of the head is reaching toward the sky, getting deeper into the front of that hip. And then one more time, we'll bring those fingertips to the floor, tuck the right toes, push off that left foot, and start lengthening that left leg. Chest toward thigh, nose closer to the knee. Then we'll bend that left knee one more time, bring that right knee down. This time those arms will reach up to the sky. We'll get a little bit of a back bend, and then we'll open those elbows outward, nice and wide across the chest. The right hip is so reaching forward. Then you'll reach your fingertips to the sky. Push off that left leg a little bit to get taller. Bring your hands to your heart. Bring that right elbow across that left thigh. Left hand will press into right and we'll work for some rotation through the spine. Nice deep breath. Then we'll rotate back through the center. We'll bring our fingertips to the floor. This time as we tuck that right toe and lift the knee, we'll shift our hips back, but then you'll spring your right foot forward. We'll meet at the front of our mats with our feet hip distance apart. Spread your toes. Let your arms fold over the top of your head for forward folds. Knees are soft. Then bring your hands to your shins and lengthen your spine flat back. Tailbone reaching back, top of your head reaching forward. Then we'll bend into our knees slightly. Lift through your lower back. Pull your shoulders away and find your mountain pose. Nice lift through the top of the head. We're engaging those inner ankles. Inhale, we'll reach up to the sky. We'll bring our fingertips to touch. Release your shoulders away from your ears. Move your arms forward so that you can look at your thumbs. Then tone into your core space and lift your heels. Feel like your inner ankles are being drawn together. Then move your hands to your heart. Start sitting into your chair pose, staying on the balls of your feet to start. And then shift the weight back to your hips and tailbone so that you can wiggle your toes. Nice. Then lower your rib cage down, bring your fingertips to the floor. Lift your hips, inhale. Then bend your knees, fingertips down, walk your toes back to your plank. Find that nice long spine, tone belly space. Exhale, press up and through to down dog. Inhale, come forward to your plank. Here's where that left knee comes down to the floor. We're going to keep our right toe to the back. You'll take your left arm out to the side. As you push off your right hand, that left arm is going to do that reach up to the sky. And then we'll do that threading of the needle. That left shoulder is going to come underneath. You'll lower the left shoulder and head to the floor. Reach that arm under. Now just slide your right fingertips over the top of your head. and breathe. Maybe you lift the toes of your right foot. You can feel for that if that works for you. Then we'll bring the right toes down if they're lifted. We'll slide our right hand back in. Push off, take your left arm to the sky. Then bring that left hand back down to the floor. Step that left toe back to your plank. Exhale into your down dog. Look back at your toes. Look forward, come back to your plank. Maybe you bring your knees to the floor here to support. Elbows will hug the rib cage. Hips will gently release to the floor. Shoulders back. Slide your elbows forward, lift out of the top of your head. Pressing the tops of your feet down into the mat. Then we'll lower the rib cage down. Slide the hands back to the sides of the waist. Draw your belly space away from the floor. Press up through your knees to your toes and then into down dog. Nice. This time as you come forward to your plank, your right knee will come down into table. Left toe is still extended to the back. Right arm reaches out to the right side. As you push off your left arm, reach your right arm up to the sky. Here's that threading of the needle. That right shoulder is going to rotate underneath. The right shoulder and the right side of head rests. Left fingertips then slide over the top of your head. So you're on your fingertips. Maybe then you lift the toes of your left foot up. Flexing that ankle, pushing the heel away. We'll take a deep breath. Then those left toes will come down. The left hand will slide back underneath the shoulder. As you push off, that right arm will reach back to the sky. Nice. Bring that right hand back down. Step that right toe back for your plank. Exhale into your down dog. Inhale, lift your heels, come forward to plank. Maybe you bring your knees down, elbows hug the ribs. Hips soften, shoulders pull away. Maybe this time you just do your cobra with elbows in close and you lift the top of your head up. If you like up dog, you can move your hands right underneath the shoulders, come to full extension of the arms or that bent elbow position. Long inhale. Exhale, we lower. We tone that belly space down. Choose to come up from knees or toes. Press up. Find your plank and into your down dog. Nice. Then we'll look forward. Hands and toes will move to the front of your mat. We'll check that foot placement. Spread those toes. Let your arms fold over the top of your head. Bring your hands to your shins for that flat back, nice and long through the spine. Then bend into your knees. Lift tall through that lower back, bringing your shoulders away. Reach your fingertips to the side for mountain pose. Inhale, reach up top. Bring those fingertips to touch and move your arms slightly out front so you can look at your thumbs. Tone into your belly space, lift your heels. Then move your hands to your heart. Try to keep those heels lifted. Start bending into your knees. Keep the side of your waist lifted. Sit back into those hips. Let your heels come down to the floor. Should be able to wiggle your toes here. Nice. Exhale, we'll continue that release to the floor. We'll lengthen the legs again. And then we'll keep our left foot forward. We'll step that right foot long. Step it all the way back. Nice. Lower the right knee to the floor and drop the toes. Take those fingertips, sweep up to the sky for your crescent shape. Looking up, then take those elbows out wide. Reach your fingertips back up. Bring your hands to your heart. Bring that right elbow across that left knee. Left hand presses into right. Rotate. Now, if you'd like, go ahead and tuck your right toes. Lift that right knee and actively push that right heel away. If that doesn't work for you, keep that right knee to the floor. Then we're going to turn our torso back to center and bring your left elbow onto your left thigh. Take your right heel and drop it open. Now you're going to have this long line through that right side body. You're going to reach those right fingertips out. Now you're going to brace through your core. So feel like you're lifting your rib cage. So you don't feel like you have a lot of weight on that left elbow. Turn your right palm open. Nice. Now pull that right arm back. Bring your left arm forward for warrior two. Try to stack your shoulders over your hips. Release your shoulders away from your ears and look to your left. Then we'll take open palms and we'll reach them to the sky as we lift off our left leg. This is gentle warrior. Then we'll rebend that left knee. Drop your right arm behind your back. Look up at your left palm and reach it up and over for a reverse warrior. Make sure you're sinking into that left knee a little bit, reaching it towards your pinky toe. Then we'll push off that left leg again, come up to gentle warrior, fingertips to the sky. Lift your right heel, turn your whole body to the front of your mat, bring your fingertips to the floor. Shift your weight back and spring your right foot forward. Here we come back to our fold. Head hanging heavy. Hands to your shins, we find that long spine. Then you give your knees a little softness, get strong through your core, lift your torso up. Inhale, reach to the sky. Fingertips move out front, shoulders release away from the ears, gaze is up. Lift your heels. Tone into that core space. Bring your hands to your heart. Start sitting into that balanced chair, keeping the sides of your waist tall. Then press the weight back to your heels so you can wiggle your toes. Nice. Release your chest toward your thighs. Bring your fingertips to the floor. Lift your hips. And then bend into your right knee. Step your left toe back. Lower that left knee to the floor. Drop the toes of that left foot. Sweep your fingertips to the sky. Crescent lunge. Looking up. Then open those elbows wide. That left hip is still reaching forward. Then fingertips to the sky. Find your tall rib cage. Move your hands to your heart. Take that left elbow across that right knee. Press right hand into left. Try to lift your heart. If you choose, left toes tuck. You push that heel back, lifting the knee. Nice. Hold, inhale. Bring your torso back to center, lowering your right forearm to your right thigh. Now, if that left knee is down, go ahead and lift it up. Drop that left heel open. Take your left arm, reach it up and over your ear. Try to really get strong through your feet, strong out of your rib cage so you don't feel weighted into your right elbow. Turn your left palm open. Pull that left arm back, lifting your shoulders over your hips. Bring your right arm out front. Release your shoulders away from your ears. Get strong through those feet. Push off your right leg, reach both arms to the sky, gentle warrior. Rebend that right knee, releasing your left arm behind your back. Look up at your right palm and reach it over. Reverse warrior. Hold, inhale. Exhale, push off that right foot again. Reach your left arm up, gentle warrior. Lift your left heel. Turn your body to face the front of your mat. Bring your fingertips to the floor. Shift your weight forward, step your right foot back. Soften your knees out wide, sit into your child's pose. Let your chest and forehead reach toward the floor. Take a long breath, inhale, and exhale. Spread those fingertips as you reach your hands forward. Shift your shoulders, tuck your toes, come back to your plank. I'm going to go through it with a little more flow this time. Exhale into your down dog. Inhale, lift, come forward, bringing your left knee to the floor. Take your left arm out to the side. Push off right hand, rotate, reach the left arm up. Left shoulder then comes underneath, threading that needle. Right arm reaches over the top of the head, and those right toes try to lift up off the floor. Now maybe here you also lift your right fingertips. Hold, inhale. Bring your right toes to the floor. Good job. Right hand comes in, push off, take your left arm to the sky. Left hand down to the mat. Left toe steps back, we're in our plank. Exhale into your down dog. Inhale, look forward to your plank. Elbows into your ribs, lower your hips. Choose your up dog, cobra, or sphinx. Lift out of the top of your head, press down through the tops of your feet. Inhale, lower it back down. Tone your belly space, elbows in tight. Knees or toes press up. Come back to your plank. Exhale into your down dog. Look forward. Walk to the front of your mat. Let your chest lower toward your thighs. Find your fold. Hands to your shins, a long spine we lengthen. Soft knees. Lift your torso up, mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. Fingertips touch, shoulders release, look up, lift your heels. Bring your hands to your heart, lower into your balanced chair. Sink back into your heels. Let your rib cage drop toward your thighs, lift your hips. Soften your knees, step your right foot back. Lower your right knee to the floor, drop the toes. Sweep your fingertips to the sky, the crescent lunge. Both arms up. Bring your hands to your heart. Shoulders away. Right elbow comes across the left knee. Left hand presses into right to lift out of the ribcage. Right toes might tuck under and lift the knee, pushing the heel back. Then return our torso to center. That right knee is down, lift it up. You'll rotate that right hip open. Lower your left arm to your thigh, reach your right arm over your ear. Turn your right palm open, side angle. Now pull that right arm to the back, left arm forward, warrior two. Nice. Push off your left leg, reach up, gentle warrior. Lengthen that left leg. Then release your right arm behind. Rebend that left knee, look to your left, reach up and over. Reverse warrior. Nice. Push off your left leg, reach your right arm up. Here we're going to lift that right heel and turn and face the front. You're going to bring your hands onto your left thigh. You're going to shift your weight to your left leg. Lift your right leg up off the floor. Try to flex that ankle, push that heel away, and then maybe reach your arms over the top of your head for warrior three. Try to square your hips with your mat. Hold, inhale. Right toes gently come back down to the ground. Fingertips move to the floor. Good work. Shift your weight forward, step your left foot back. Press through down dog. Take a moment to pedal those heels up and down. And we've got one last side. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, forward to your plank. Right knee comes to table. Right arm out to the side, palm facing down. Push off left hand, rotate right arm up. And then that threading of the needle, right shoulder under. Right side of the head rests. Left arm reaches over the top of your head on fingertips. Brace your core. Try to lift those left toes off the mat. If you like, you can also lift your left fingertips. Hold, inhale, and exhale. Left toes come down, left hand under left shoulder. Push off, take a right arm to the sky again. Nice. Right hand comes down, Strong center, step your right toes back. Exhale, down dog. Lift those hips. Inhale to your plank. Choose knees or toes, elbows in, hips drop, shoulders back, elbows, cobra, up dog, whatever works for you. Press down the tops of your feet. Inhale, lower down. Tone that core space. Knees or toes press up through your plank into your down dog. Deep breath. Nice. Look forward. Move to the front of your mat. Soften your knees, chest to thighs, we fold. Hands to your shins, long spine, flat back. Softness in the knees, strong lower back, lift your torso up. Inhale, reach to the sky. Fingertips touch and your arms move out front. Looking up, lift your heels. Find your center. Bring your hands to your heart. Start sinking into your balanced chair. Feel like your inner knees are drawing in. Then shift your weight back to your heels. Lower your ribs toward the thighs and lower your fingertips. Lift your hips. Bring your weight to your right foot. Step your left foot back. Nice. Lower that left knee to the floor. Drop the toes under. Sweep your arms to the sky, crescent. Looking up. Left hip reaching forward. Fingertips touch. Lift the side to the waist. Bring your hands to your heart. Left elbow moves across right thigh. Right hand presses into left to lift your heart. Maybe tuck those left toes. Push the heel back to lift the knee. Nice work. Come back to your center with your torso. If your left knee is down, go ahead and lift it. Bring your right elbow to your right thigh. Drop your left heel open. Then take that left arm, reach up over your ear. Brace through that core. Turn your left palm open. Pull your left arm back or right arm forward. Release your shoulder blades, warrior two. Strong, active press of your feet. Push off your right leg, reach up tall, gentle warrior. Release your left arm behind your back, rebend that right knee. Look at your right palm, reach it up and over. Hold, inhale. Push off your right leg, bring your left arm back up, gentle warrior again. Lift that left heel. Turn your body to face the front of your mat. Make sure you're rotating those hips forward. Bring both hands to your right thigh. You're going to bring your torso forward, bring your weight to your right foot. Lift those left toes out, flex, push the heel toward the back. Try to square your hips and shoulders. Maybe reach those arms forward. Hold, inhale. Press out of that right hip, exhale. Inhale, gently bring your left toes to the floor. Bring your fingertips to the floor. Shift your weight forward, step your right foot back. Soften your knees out wide, child's pose, release. Good work. Let your forehead reach toward the floor. Maybe you wrap your arms to the sides of your body. Take a long inhale through your nose. Take a long exhale off the back of your throat. Again, we inhale. And we exhale. We'll let those arms drape. We'll tuck the belly, round the spine up. Shoulders away. Go ahead and bring your hips to one side. Sweep your legs around. Just bring your hands behind your knees. Let your chin soften to your chest. And you let those shoulder blades go wide. Let your head rest. And you'll hug those knees into your chest. Maybe you work some movement from side to side through that lower back space. Or maybe it's a circular action. Then you'll lower your left foot to the floor. Take your right ankle and place it on top of your left thigh, letting your right knee reach out to the side. Lift that left foot up off the floor. Reach around that left hamstring or around your shin and hug it in close. Feel that nice open space through that right hip and the lower back space. We'll take a long inhale and exhale. Then we'll lower the left toe to the floor. Take that right leg down to the floor. Bring your left ankle onto your right thigh. Let that left knee drop out to the side as you lift that right foot up. Again, you'll either reach behind the hamstring or around the shin of that right leg, and you'll hug it in close. You want to make sure this left ankle is flexed so it's nice and strong. It's not in weird contortions anywhere. Again, we'll take a long breath. We'll release that breath away. Then as you release, you'll bring your toes to the sky. Let your shoulders relax heavy. If you prefer happy baby, take your knees wide, reach towards your toes. You can add that gentle movement from side to side. You can also do dead bug if that feels better for you, right? Just the opposite of table. Then we'll gently lower our feet down to the floor, bottoms of feet coming together. Let your hands rest on those inner knees. Let your shoulders go wide. Take a long breath. Side away. Now you're welcome to stay with those legs, or you can extend your legs out for your corpse pose. Or you can bring your knees in together for a knee knot pose. Whatever feels nice for you. Arms are either out to the side with palms open, elbows out wide with your hands to your belly, or over the top of your head. Let the back of your neck relax. Take a long, slow inhale through your nose. Try to exhale completely through your nose, emptying your lungs. Each breath is long and gentle. One more long breath. Then you'll walk your feet in, knees bent, drop both knees to your right. So feet on the floor, butt out wide, and drop the knees to the right. And then rock those knees over to your left. And then just a couple more times, some nice windshield wipers. We'll settle our knees back to center, wrap the hands around the back of the knees or around the shins, hug them into the chest. Then either taking this position and dropping it over to your right side for fetal pose, or just wrapping your hands around the back of your knees. We'll gently round the spine up, and we'll find any seat that feels nice for us. Have those shoulders relaxed, that nice lift through the sides of the waist. Shoulders back, open palms, maybe thumb and fingertip to touch. We'll take a long inhale and exhale. With your next inhale, reach your fingertips to the sky. Exhale, move your hands to your heart. And with a gentle bow forward, we say namaste. And I say thank you.
Happy Wednesday morning.